How's it going? Jasper from nomocodes here. In today's video, let me show you step by step how I set up my AI app development stack on my computer. The tools we're going to be using are Cursor AI, Github, and also I'm going to show you how I usually host my app for free via Cloudflare. So this video is an introductory video to all future Cursor AI tutorials I have planned. First, download Cursor for Mac, and then download GitHub Desktop. The reason why I download GitHub Desktop, I know you don't have to have this software to use GitHub to manage your project versions and also to push it up to GitHub because you can use command line. But I think if you are new, it would be great to have a visual layer to kind of use a user interface to do everything initially until you get used to how GitHub works, and then you can just straight away just rely on command line. Especially with Cursor, you can ask for the right command line at all times, so it can actually help you create the command line and run the command line. But I do believe initially if you have a user interface with GitHub, it will help you learn how Git works better. So I recommend installing that. And obviously what I do is with GitHub, I create one account, and I also use GitHub to log into my Cursor account. And with Cloudflare, where we use to host everything, you don't need a GitHub. So you're not using GitHub account to log in per se. You're using Google, Apple, or email to create a Cloudflare account. But when you want to host something, when you create a new page, let's say, you have two ways to kind of upload and host it. First, you just upload the code right away, or you connect to Git, and then it will pull the newest version of your project from your GitHub account or GitLab account, which it's way better of an experience. I would recommend creating just a GitHub account to log in for Cursor and GitHub, and then use Cloudflare with GitHub as well. Connect that to your GitHub. So once you have everything set up, you log in onto your Cursor account. On Cursor, what you usually have is you want to open a folder that contains your project files. For example, usually it's in your GitHub folder, and then you have all your project folders, and you open up your folder and then start working on the projects inside that folder. And in GitHub terms, that would be the repository. So what I usually do is I actually create the repository first. So these are all the repositories currently hosted on my GitHub, but you can create a local repository, or what you call folder first. And then let's do that, tutorial project. And then you create this repository that will be in your document/GitHub/this folder name. And locally, you now have a project repository project folder. But on GitHub, on their platform, it's not there yet. So once you have worked on your project with Cursor, all of the files, all the changes come in. You first do a commit, and then you push it up to the repository. Now you have both locally and on GitHub, which then Cloudflare can read from that GitHub repository to kind of help you host your app instead of reading straight away from a local folder that you have. So now I have created this local repository. What I do is I will try to find that repository in my GitHub folder and open up. And now you're inside this project folder. And because we currently don't have any files, I will usually just press Command L to bring up the chat folder. And you have chat, composer, bug finder. So with chat, everything you ask for, they don't necessarily help you apply right away. And you have to use buttons to apply each change or run the command line. But with composer, once you give the requirement of the app you want to make, it can actually create the files, run all the code, create the files, and actually apply them right away. And then once you accept, they're already there. So Composer is more like an agent that can execute all of the changes right away. But chat is like you are more in the loop. You apply each changes that you want, and you can ignore the rest if you don't want them. And with chat, unless you press apply, you can keep chatting before Cursor actually does any changes to your file, to your code. But Composer, usually Cursor will actually do the changes, and you can decide if you want to keep it or not keep it. If you don't keep it, it's going to revert the changes, and you can go from there. I'm just going to do a quick example. So now the command line is giving me is to install the right packages, and I'm going to run them. So here I've installed everything with the command line, and I'm just asking Cursor to create the default files as you can see, when in chat, when you're running all of that, it's going to suggest to create these files, but it's not actually going to do anything. It's not creating any files. So until you click apply, it's not going to create anything. And even though you click apply, it created this temporary file. If you reject it, it's going to remove it. So if you reapply it, it's going to create that again. And once you accept it, now the file is there. And you just keep running all of the suggested code here. And keep running that. It's going to create a bunch of stuff for you. And then once you accept, they're going to be there. And I'm going to create a CSS file based on that. I'm going to create a new layout TSX, update the package, and then run these two command line. Okay, now my project is ready at localhost, and I can do command click. It's gonna bring that up. And then my app is there. It's not pretty, but it's there, and then you can start testing it. Now, let's say we are happy. I just closed that tutorial section here, and so you can see a fuller side panel. So now we want to start pushing my code up to the GitHub platform to host all my projects. There are two ways you can do it. First, it's going to these tab. And then here you can type in a message and then do a commit. Or you can do it from the app, the desktop software. It's literally the same thing. You do a message, give a description, commit. And let's say first commit. I'm gonna do a commit. And now my local code, okay, it's gonna run. Okay, now the commit is finished, right? And then here you see there's no changes to be committed because you already did a commit here, first commit. And now what you do is you committed to this branch, but this branch is still local. So you need to publish to the GitHub repository, so basically on the cloud, on the remote side, so you can access that via the internet. So you can either click on publish repository here, or you can simply do publish branch. Publish first branch. You can click that. Okay. So I need to copy this code and continue to GitHub. Use that. Copy that code in. Okay, authorize. And now we're set. Okay, now we should be able to publish this branch. Publish to private repository. Okay, I think I have pushed up. Yep, so I have pushed up the files. As you can see here, everything is already pushed up. And then also I can see that on GitHub tutorial project, I have all my code here. And now what you can do is essentially go into Cloudflare, connect to Git. Then you have a tutorial project, click that, begin setup. And then the framework I'm gonna use because I know it's Next.js, so I'm just gonna use that. And then you can save and deploy. I guess a quick one is you are supposed to access from computer, workers and pages, and select create a new page rather than a worker. And now when it's deploying, it's basically building your app based on the framework and your basically your build configuration. So once the deployment is complete, you should have like a link that you can use to access whatever the project you have just published. And you can then go in to hook up with your custom domain for free. So yeah, this is the entire process, how I installed my development environment, hook it up with GitHub, publish that onto GitHub, and use Cloudflare to read my GitHub repository and then help me host it successfully under either a Cloudflare domain or my own custom domain. This is it. This is the 3 tools I use for every single project I built. Cursor AI, GitHub, and Cloudflare. This is Jasper from nomocodes, and let's build some apps with AI. Until next time, ciao.